This is our royal coat of arms, and it sits over our sanctuary in the church. St. Martin in the Fields has had a long association with the royal family. When King Henry VIII was in Whitehall Palace, he set up our parish boundaries, and Whitehall Palace was in the parish several times over the years. What's left of Whitehall Palace still is. And when the royal family took up residence in Buckingham Palace in 1761, half of the palace is in the parish. This coat of arms, as is the one in the stone in the front of the church, dates from the time when the church was being built in the 1720s. George I served as church warden and helped raise funds for the rebuilding of the church. As we are the royal parish, this is the royal coat of arms, and you can see the 1725 in Roman numerals on it, which is the point at which it was put up. And if you look closely, it's not the same as the current royal coat of arms that you would see, for example, on your passport. The coat of arms is used by the ruling monarch and changes a lot over time. So this is a particular snapshot in time from when King George I was the king. There's an expression on it, Dieu est mon droit, which means God in my right in French. This is a motto that has been associated with the royal family since King Henry V. The other motto is on a belt. This belt's called the Garter Circlet. And this motto is Honi soit qui mal y pense, which means roughly, shame on him who thinks evil. That's a motto of the Order of the Garter, and the Order of the Garter is this order of knighthood. There's a lot of other symbols here. The interesting bit for me are the various bits of heraldry in the middle. And people visiting the church have often asked what the different parts represent. And it's actually an interesting story in itself. The top left quarter has 3 lions representing England and a single lion representing Scotland. There's the next quarter over has got the fleur-de-lis, which represents France. And that sounds very strange, but at the time, and for many hundreds of years, the kings of England laid claim to also being kings of France. Some even had been crowned as both, although by this point it was more of a theoretical claim and a historical claim as opposed to reality. However, actually, the Queen of England today is still the Duke of Normandy, so there still are historic connections. The harp represents Ireland, and the bottom right quarter has got several different, patterns integrated into it, because this represents the many different noble titles and lands associated with George I. He was the Elector of Hanover and had a number of different noble titles in Germany at the time. So that bottom right quarter of this represents the king's German possessions. So you see a lot of different countries and things represented in this one particular coat of arms.